Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Chef Nicole. So a lot of people have been asking me how to make bread. So today I'm going to show you a simple recipe that you can do at home. It takes a little bit of effort. You just have to knead it to get the right consistency. But once you get that down, it's as easy as one, two, three. Let's go.
Okay, so we are going to use 500 grams of flour for this recipe. We are going to start by making a well in the middle of the flour to add our ingredients. For this you will need 10 grams of active dry yeast, 25 grams of sugar, 10 grams of salt, and 300 ml approximately of warm water. Go ahead and dissolve the salt, sugar and the yeast in the warm water. Once it is completely dissolved, start to pull in the flour from the edges into the center and mix. Now we can add the rest of the water and continue kneading. After about 10 minutes, you're going to end up with a dough that starts to become smooth and it won't stick to your fingers anymore. Now we can add our 40 grams of butter. You can use salted or unsalted butter, it doesn't really make a difference. Go ahead and soften the butter and knead it into the dough. Once the butter is incorporated, allow it to rest for about 10 minutes before we start to portion the dough. Here I've weighed out a portion of the dough and rolled it into a shape that fits into my bread tin. Now we're going to measure out small portions of the dough into 30 grams each. These are for dinner rolls. Now we can roll it thin and use it to make different shapes.
Invincible.
Now coming back to the bread loaf, I have buttered my tin and I'm going to slowly lower the loaf into the tin and gently pat it down. Sliding the lid on top and setting it aside, allowing it to rise. After about 20 minutes, our dough has risen about 95%, and we're going to put the lid back on and carefully place it into a preheated oven, preheated to 290 degrees, and we are going to bake it for about 30 minutes. After about 30 minutes, we take our loaf out and place the dinner rolls into bake. Once the loaf is done, it should look like this, nice and golden on the outside. Just look at these soft golden dinner rolls. You can eat these with soup or just with some butter applied onto it.
That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. This is the simplest bread recipe there is. I hope you learned something today. If you have any questions, you can hit up my Instagram.
Or you can ask me directly in the comments. I'll see all of you on the flip side.